Well, hello everybody. It's Chantal Richey. Welcome to another edition of Thirsty Thursdays. Wow, it's been another fun-filled week, hasn't it? If you've been following me and just like a little quarantine shenanigans, you can see this was the last room in my house that I had not done the floors on. I replaced every other floor in the house, and I don't know why I saved my own bedroom for last, the place I actually sleep, which was fun in and of itself because even on the day that I got halfway through here, I managed to still push the bed up against the wall so I could still sleep in this room. I don't know why I couldn't sleep anywhere else. I just wanted to. Anyway, so the project is done. So that's major project number 3 that I finished during this quarantine. They did announce the opening dates of Disney. I know it has a lot of people excited. Um, I saw they announced they weren't having characters quite yet. So not sure what that means for me yet, but very excited that a lot of my fellow cast members are going to get back to work and get that stability again. I'm still doing good, which is a blessing at this time. I hope everybody else is too. I see Universal is opening up as well. You see everything is coming back to life. It's like spring after winter. Um, with that though, there have been a lot of people, not a lot, but there's been some people that genuinely have been very concerned about what's going to happen. It's people saying we're not ready to go back to work yet. It's not safe. They say this, and I think they seem to forget that there are plenty of people who could not self quarantine because they had to go to work. I know myself, we know about the healthcare professionals. We know the healthcare professionals have been out there doing their thing. We know that there are people who, our firemen, our policemen, our paramedics, our nurses, our doctors, they've all still been out there. But you know who else has had to been out there? Our grocery store folk. Thank goodness people at Home Depot. Otherwise, none of this would have gotten done. Um, People at Walgreens, our pharmacists. One of my ladies of Savoy is a pharmacist, and she has been working through this whole thing. One of my ladies of Savoy, Veronica, is security at Amazon, and heaven knows if Amazon went down, we really would have had a problem. There are so many people that have been working, and to those people concerned about going back to work and getting back in the workforce, remember our essential workers have been doing it and they've taken the precautions and they've put up the safety measures. And in all of that, there have not been a spike in illnesses. It's been maintained in those sectors. So for those of you getting ready to go back, just know that it's going back with the ideas that everything is going to be okay. Because we just need to be vigilant. Also, people worry about things opening up. Choices. I think now we're to the point where it's choices. We know how this goes from one person to another. I was a little amazed at the number of people that went to go see the launch that got scrubbed. Um, yeah, I don't need to see that. I'm making the choice to stay home. Are the gyms opening? Yes. Uh, I'm making the choice to stay home. I still am going out to my grocery stores. I'm still going out to do my shopping. I still know how to maintain social distance. Everybody has a choice. I think at this point, that's what's going to make it get better or worse. When people make a good or a bad choice. We'll see. But in the meantime, I sat there and there were some things that did kind of get me this week. And it's amazing to me. I always tell people, and by the way, I'm on 2 formats tonight. I'm not only am I on my Facebook, but I also decided to link in my YouTube. So I don't know if I'm going to see the comments or not because I'm doing this all through StreamYard. And so I keep looking and no one's chatting with me yet. So I'm going to take that as a good thing. If someone wants to send me a little text, anything, just so I know it's working or not working, well, I guess if I don't see anything, then I won't know if it's not working or working. I'll just figure y'all are just, well, enjoying a delicious beverage and your hands are busy. But let me tell you, um, uh, something that has been bothering me. Has been bothering me for a while. And oh yay, Stephen, thank you for commenting. Oh, there's Diana. Diana, hey baby girl. Um, okay, now I feel very connected. Thank you very much for that. Oh, now I'm getting text messages. Oh, look. Phone a friend, Eric Durham. Now that's a good Judy. I'm not calling him a Judy. That's a dude. That's one of my besties. I love him to death. Thank you all for letting me know that it's working and you're hearing me. Okay. Let's talk about a pattern, and this I think tonight's really going to be about the downside of success. Um, Gosh, I don't even know how to really start this because I like to talk about topics and issues. Um, hey, baby. Hi, Jen. Oh, all the way from Chicago. I love that. The downside of success. I equate this kind of to pageants. When you're in a pageant and there's one girl who clearly is not going to win. She's a bless your heart girl. She just wants to be a part of it. Everybody's so nice to her because, she's not a threat. And we give her the best pageant experience. And then you start to get the girls that are starting to get real good at what they do. And all of a sudden, because they become a threat to you, you start to treat them differently. I've dealt with that for so long. I'm still dealing with it. And it's the little things. I want to be that person who, I struggled to get to where I am, and I've never forgotten that struggle. So my whole drag mentoring thing and supporting thing has been about making sure that the next generation doesn't have to go through what I went through by my hands. The Ladies of Savoy show, when I have had girls in there, I'll tell you point blank, I have some that are prettier, definitely younger, definitely taller, much better wardrobe, more up-to-date paint jobs. I mean, there's so many things about them that are so elevated to me, but at the same time, I'm still hostess of the show. So I have a choice. I can sit there and block these girls that in so many ways are better than me, or I can be a show director I want it to be, or I want to experience, and make sure they all have a home. That's why the Ladies of Savoy have been so welcomed at Savoy, and why Friday nights were what they were, because we were family. It wasn't about who was prettier or taller or younger. Lord knows. Well, I'm not going to say who's older because there's only one person rivaling me for that, and I don't know if she's older than me or not, but it doesn't matter. That's my point. It doesn't matter. If you want a successful show, you got to put those paths to the show director. Not a lot of people can do that, but I don't want to be that sort of show director that's worried about it. Oh, Chase, thank you. Oh, Freckles, I love you. So when you're that sort of person, though, and when you create that sort of energy, it's infectious. It plays into the crowd. I remember the girls didn't understand me when I first started doing the show, because right after my show, we're on that fabulous showroom. I would go around that room and I would start bussing the tables, because we have a busser. He's a bar back and he's fantastic, but he has the whole bar to deal with and he can't get in the room during the show. So after the show, that's what I would do to help him, because there were times he's had to jump on the spotlight. Jonathan, I love you. Hello, sweetie. And he would always jump on the spotlight willingly, even though that meant his work was going to back up. So for me to all of a sudden after my show, in heels and all, grabbing glasses, taking them to the bar, I think that's the least I could do, because it's family. It's what you do with each other. Now, the girls would try to help me and I would stop them. I go, no. I want you guys to go out and socialize, because you know what? That's also very important too. I get a whole night of being in front of the spotlight and being the center of attention. I get to MC the show. I get to speak to the people. I get that connection. I want my girls to go out there and socialize with their fans and be approachable. Make sure that if someone's new to the bar, that they're able to say hi to them, because that's what fosters, I think, a good energy for the entire night. A show is an element of the night. Savoy is the entity we're trying to create that people want to be a part of. So that's how I handle my business. Well, when you do things like that, it becomes infectious. And then people want to do for you. And I tell you, I am so blessed with some of the things, all the things I've been given. I remember the night that all of a sudden they told me Erica had this great sign singing at the Savoy for her piano sing along that she also does when we're open. Todd, hello, sweetheart. I am having a great night. It's that sort of night. But so she had this great sign, and I came in one night, and the sign was still up, and they put a sheet over it, and they said because there was a special event the next day, and they didn't have time to take it down to put it up again the next day. I said that's fine. So Erica's my sister, great show. It's another group coming in next day. It was going to be fine. So we start our show, and I knew the sign was back there. I also knew it was covered up. No big. So I'm starting my opening number, and I can't even remember. I don't remember what the number was. But I remember I get ready to do one of my spins, and I turned back and I looked. It's not Erica's sign. They had made a Ladies of Savoy sign with my picture on it to surprise me because they appreciated me, because I appreciated what they did. And it was very humbling. First words out of somebody else's mouth was, well, where's my sign? Someone complained about why they didn't have one instead of being happy that I got one. Fast forward. I also got a gift one time. Now you see I'm wearing my fabulous Savoy Orlando t-shirt. Someone made me a sweatshirt. It's like a hoodie. It's Florida. I don't get to wear it often, so I forget if I think it's a hoodie. And I was so, again, appreciative and humbled. First thing out of someone's mouth. When do I get mine? So all of a sudden, my gift turned into a competition. Again, a little hurt. So I've stopped to saying when people have done stuff for me. I privately thank them, and the people who know the blessings they've given me, what it means to me. But there's so many thirsty bitches out there that don't get. If people aren't giving you things, maybe because you're not giving of yourself in the right way. Gifts like that come when you give yourself in the right way. Now, Herb, hello, sweetie. Now let me flip that. Everybody has a core group of friends. You know, they're your ride and dies. They're the ones that see you at your best and sell it and support you at your worst. And you know, they're family. Well, if you did not watch, last night was Miss Quarantine Comedy Queen. Now, one of my long-term friends, and you know, we have a very interesting friendship, but I don't think I've ever told. He really is someone that's very dear to me. I tease him, I flirt with him, I sometimes make him very uncomfortable. I think it's funny. But at the end of the day, he is such a special man. And he's always treated me with kindness and just, you know, he's just one of those people I never have to question him. He's not a fake person. He's very real. And he's also a fun person. And so he wanted to do the contest. Well, I have some skills and I have some equipment, and I tell you, I volunteered my time. I sat at this computer. If I tell you I spent 20 hours doing some of his stuff for this pageant, I don't think I'd be too far off. I joked that it'd been quicker for me to refloor my house, finish reflooring my house than to do the videos. There was even a point where I just got so crazy, I didn't want to see anybody. But I also kept telling myself it was for him. And all the good things he's ever done for me, just conversations, support, all that made me want to do for him. Do nothing, I didn't want nothing back. And when he pulled first runner up last night, I was thrilled. I've been happier had he won. But, you know, I felt very much so like I was able to help him have that great moment. And that's why I didn't. I didn't want to thank you. I didn't need accolades. I didn't go out and go, I did this, I did this, I did this. I sat here with everybody else, watched and celebrated. So I'm on both sides of the coin. I do for people just like they do for me. Heck, my friends who rescued me during the quarantine and got my refrigerator, what did I do? I went and got a brisket and smoked, took 6 hours, rubbed it for 24 hours, smoked it for 6, and sent it and took it over there to surprise them and their family. Why? because they did such a act of kindness without asking anything. I want to return that. And I have to remember that when people give me stuff, I'd like to think it was an act of kindness, not because I asked for it. So when queens, and it is primarily queens, take the wind out of the sails of a gift given to me and they go, where's mine? Why don't I have one? What's the point? What's up? And they try to dump on something that's supposed to be joyful. That's a problem. And I don't talk to them about it. Chances are, though, they're going to watch this video and go, oh. That part. So, and that's me being, oh, hi, Will. So that's me being very, very real about it. So like I said, I used to love to post what people do for me, and just surprises. And I'll tell you, Will, who just logged on, did something for me recently that for him is second nature. For me, it was really life-changing. For him, it was using his skills. For me, it was I couldn't have done it, no matter how many YouTube videos are out there, no matter how much time I had off. And for him, it was just kindness. And he says it's because of what I do for Savoy and for other people. But what I do for other people, it's just I want it to be kindness. So for all of those queens out there who look at what I have and get jealous over the simplest little things and demand their own, you need to think about that, because it just shows both your faces, and at that point, neither of them are too pretty. Yes, Luna. You know, that's what we have to do. If we don't take care of each other, who are we going to take care? Who's going to take care of us? And I know people I can call at the drop of a hat, and people know at a drop of a hat who can call me. My daughter, one of my daughters, the other day, my God, they got stuck because the car wouldn't start. I said, it's the battery. Now, I sat there and I know where I'm at in my life. I know what I do. I know what I have. I know what I saved up for. I know where I'm at. I also know that life isn't fair sometimes. And I also know that back in the day, I couldn't have done what I did because I built myself up to this. When I knew I was right and I knew it was the battery, what did I do? I realized that Will did something for me that put me in such a better position that I sat there and said, $150 battery, so my daughter could get to work and not worry about anything and have a little sense of security. That's why I bought the battery. Met her at AutoZone. Already told me which one it was. Done, paid for it. Got myself some new wiper blades, which today I really needed, so thank you, Lord Jesus. You know, and what I know is my daughter's going to look at that in like 10, 15 years, hopefully be in my position and be able to do that for someone else and remember I did it for her and how she felt at that moment. And that's what family does. Will is right. Family is anyone who you want to be part of your family. So I really wanted that message to get out there today, that I'm going to take care of my family because my family takes care of me. And it is a, thank goodness, hopefully never-ending cycle of giving back kindness, because there's times when we're all high, there's times when we're all low, and sometimes it'll always balance out. And as long as we know we can support each other at our highs and our lows, we're going to be stronger than anybody outside of our family. So keep that in mind. But a new thing I'm dealing with right now is really the fact of success. Now, it's weird to sit there and talk about that because success is never ending. Success doesn't start with a date or a goal. I'm discovering now that, gosh, I don't even know how to talk about this without, because I don't want people to know specifically what I'm talking about, because they're trying to gossip and something totally else. But I'm currently working on a project. On a project. Let's say that. I'm working on a project. Terry Rashay Jackson. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The woman who inspired my last name in drag because she was, as Whitney Houston put it, every woman in my mind. She's everything. Her son just graduated college. God, didn't that just make me feel old? Considering we met in the 5th grade. I love it. Okay, let me put it this way. I'm working for an organization. That organization wanted to do some promotions. Now, there's some people within the organization. Some of the higher ups asked me, how do you think we should go about doing this? I said, well, let me do this. I'm going to write up a script, write up a draft, just something to start. And then you look at it and then you run with it. Now, I did this and I just typed it up. This is what I think could happen. Ideas, flows, sent it to them. They liked it so much, they said, just run with it. I said, okay. So I sent out emails and I copied, everybody in. Will, don't get me excited. Will, they'll figure out what I was talking about. Shh, don't type anymore. Terry, I would love to dance with you. I might have to be a straight up dude though. I think. Oh, Terry, maybe we can recreate one of the dances from high school. Oh, could be fun. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? That could be a lot of fun. Come on. Only if your daughter joins us, though. She needs to be up in there. Okay, so they sent it back to me, and they said so go ahead and run with it. So I said, okay. So I sent out all the messages to all the parties. I also asked all the parties when they sent me their information to copy one of the higher ups to let them know I wasn't the one really in charge of this. Well, as it turns out, there's one person who, I'm going to say actually possibly two, but one person who has been dragging their heels, lying, stonewalling, is that the word? Yeah, dragging their feet, doing all that. They don't understand that there's a check and balance and I see everything. I just don't react normal. In fact, I don't react. I see, I process, I figure out what my next step needs to be, and then I take it. But when I see that you lie to me to try to make a project more difficult, when I see that you're telling one person thing and me another, I think you forget I keep all conversations and I keep all communications and I have receipts. And when I'm questioned about, hey, can you explain? I go, screenshot, boom, screenshot, boom, screenshot, boom. I can't explain why because this is my perception. When I catch you in a lie, I'm still not going to react the way you think I'm going to, because the bottom line is you're reacting the way you are because you don't like the fact that I'm still able to move forward with this project. And by the way, I am moving forward with the project. So excited. In fact, now I have to giggle about it because the two people that are trying to make it not work or trying to make it slow down, inconsequential at this point. I got what I needed. I got the pieces of the puzzle that I needed, and I'm moving forward with or without your blessing. And it's not going to affect the project, but it is going to affect how you feel about me. Because my success is going to annoy you. Instead of being happy that this project is going to go off the ground for me and everybody else involved, you're going to sit in the back mad because it's not you running it. Well, maybe if you practice the same philosophies that I have at Savoy Orlando, maybe if you took your philosophies from where you worked and brought them to this project, you wouldn't be feeling this way. But I will warn you with this. You can't get a rise out of me. When I know there's a snake in the grass, I don't walk in the field, I stay on the sidewalk. But I'm still going to keep walking towards my destination. And I'm going to get there. And then I'm going to be successful. And then you know what I'm going to do? Treat you like normal. Because I'm sorry, you cannot block my blessings and you cannot stop me. But I sure can annoy you with my success. And that is delicious. Very hello. Oh, my sisters on y'all. Shannon, I hope you are staying safe in Minneapolis with all the all that craziness going on. Ooh, you want to talk about the motivation for people to stay safe indoors? Minneapolis is going through it right now. Um, ooh, I don't even want. Usually sometimes these Thursdays about the current events, but I don't even want to talk about what's going on in Minneapolis. I don't want to talk about the corona. Um, I do have to mention something. I will. This is gonna be. I do have to mention one other thing about because it's very real. It's very real, and this is what I want people to do. I want people to tell their truth about the corona. I want people to come out of the closet about the dark side of the corona, and this is why. Normally I don't use names, but I'm going to use a name now because it's important. Dear friend of mine, Jose. Y'all know Jose. For those who come to bingo, it's Hey Jose. Um, um, his world was shaken this week because he had 4 friends who decided that everything was fine and went to pool parties and went to get their nails done and went to all of a sudden went out carefree in the world. One of them was 27 years old. She went and got her nails done because as long as she went to pool parties, and he said he begged her not to go. It was too soon. She said she'd be fine. Next day she called. She said, I'm starting not to feel well. Next day it was worse. Day 3 in the hospital. Day 4, no longer with us. 27 years old. And made choices that she couldn't recover from. It's still there, people. It is still there. We know how we get it from each other. We know how to prevent it. We know how to keep our social distance. You know you need to wear a mask. People say they go to a pool party, and sometimes pool parties are more than just a pool party. It's alcohol, it could be recreational drugs, it could be making out with each other, it could be sharing drinks, it could be so many things. It could also be sitting on opposite sides of the pool, but we highly doubt it. People, as we get our freedoms back, we get them back with a price and a requirement. The requirement is making smart choices. Disney's getting ready to reopen. They're opening at 50% capacity when they do. Universal's opening, same thing. A lot of changes. Legoland said no character meet and greets. Businesses are opening. And just because they're open, someone said, "Oh, Universal's open. You have a pass. Are you going to go?" I said, "Absolutely not." I waited 4 years to ride a Harry Potter. I think I can wait until this is time safe. I have seen friends. I have spent time with friends. I have gone over to friends' homes. I have sat on their balconies with them with a beverage and had good conversation. I have had a few friends in my home. They've come in. We've said hello. We have sat on my sofa. I've had dinners. We stay safe. We do the smart thing. So when I say I want people to come out and tell their truth about this, if you know someone's been sick because they made a bad choice, those are the people that need to speak up. Say, I made this mistake and I shouldn't have done it. Don't follow in my footsteps. I'm lucky. Don't make that mistake. We need to hear more of those. I think that's what people need to hear to understand the severity of this. The number of children I see now, my God, at Home Depot. Dad going by with his daughter in the cart. She wasn't even 2 years old. Neither of them wearing a mask. And I thought, okay, it's like I'll equate it back to my father. Oh my God, I don't talk about him much. But I remember as a child, he rode a motorcycle. He had a helmet. He owned one helmet. Whenever he took myself or my sister for a ride on a motorcycle, we wore the helmet and he didn't. I'll say for the one, he knew what was important back then. He knew it was a higher priority. God take care of our children. They don't have that choice. They don't have that logic, that knowledge. And just because you want to be reckless with yourself, you take your child out in public with no mask? I did see a mother actually today driving. Mom and dad, no masks. The kids, masks. Okay, well, that's great. Again, I have to think, so mom and dad get it and take it home? Yeah. Err on the side of caution. Ugh. This is some trying times, ain't it? But we're going to get through it, and things are opening up. I did hear some great things about the gyms opening up. For naysayers about the gyms, you always have to kind of end on a positive, right? Let's end on a positive. Let me tell you about one of the gyms I heard of. Their policies are opening up. They open up at 7 o'clock. You have to make an appointment. They're only allowing 50 people in the gym. I forget which gym this is, but I love what they're doing. 50 people per hour. So say you have an appointment and you have to reschedule. You have an appointment for 7 o'clock gym time. You get let in at 7 o'clock, still taking your temperature at the door, bring your own towels, everything, blah, blah, blah. You have an hour to work out. 8 o'clock, they clear the gym. 8 to 9, disinfect. 9 o'clock crew comes in. 9 o'clock people come and work out for an hour. Clear out at 10, clean from 10 to 11. That's what they're doing. Just like a good, yeah, you like that. So they're taking safety very seriously. I'm reading my sister's comment. Hang on. I was there on Tuesday morning. It's also very close to us. And they say people are sad and hurting. Yeah, there's so much that's coming out of that. And I think for those of you not following what's going on in Minneapolis, I think this is, I feel bad for what's going on. I'm glad things are coming to the surface. I say this is the tip of the iceberg. I think there's so much more that's going to come out of the investigation. Shannon, what kind of concerned me the other night is I was chatting with friends and they were talking about it, and I told them where you lived, and they said that you were up the street from it. They thought that it was really near you. So please, you and Louise, stay safe. You're the only brother and sister I got, so I'm trying to keep you all. But for the gyms that are doing that, great. I actually, yesterday, went out to lunch with a friend, and we went to P.F. Chang's. Had a good, well, it really ended up being a great experience regardless. I'm not going to tell you what really happened there because it was a great guest recovery, so we didn't have to talk about that, but the food was delicious. But what I liked about it was they had disposable menus, so it's a one and done. And you see the tables that are available and the tables that are not. So the social distancing was enforced. Every staff member had on gloves and masks. I felt very comfortable dining there, and it was nice to get out. It was weird. It was very weird. I always felt like I should put on a mask to respect my server, but there was enough distance between us, so we were all good. So, oh wow, I want to talk for a half hour. That's long enough, people. I hope you're all having a good week. I hope you all continue to have a good week. This was supposed to be, the 10 Days of Madness week. It's supposed to, go all the way into Gay Days, and clearly, Gay Days has been moved. But we're not going to say it moved. We're going to say Gay Days proper has been postponed till 2021. But this year, we're having Gay Days Halloween. Pretty much its own event because it's Halloween. How exciting is that? If you haven't checked out what's going on with that, please go to gaydays.com. Check out the Facebook page. We have everything up there. You can get your tickets. You can get hotel reservations. Clearly, as things slowly open. Margaritaville is already open to receive guests currently. So we are looking very good. Jonathan, thank you for watching, sweetheart. Hope to see you soon. I miss your ass. Oh, I'm sorry. I cursed. Shame on me. I do miss Jonathan. He's so sweet. But if we keep doing what we need to do and keep on the right path, and we keep we're going to be back to a new normal. We're going to be back to normal by October, Halloween time, and we'll have a good time. And there's so many events, so please keep your eyes out for that. There should be a promotional video, just kind of getting you all geared up and excited. We're trying to do a little something for June 6th, so please look for that. I hear Monday there might be an announcement about other businesses being able to open, so keep your eyes open for that. Ladies of Savoy. Oh, Roderick. Oh, I miss you too. Y'all pop in right when I'm trying to wind things up, but I'm glad you did. Ladies of Savoy virtual drag show where we real life kind of got everybody this week. Like I said, so all of my girls are pretty much working and they're essential workers. And I always want to keep those shows fun, and I never want it to be pressure. So we pushed it for just 1 week. So please tune in. I believe we're going to go at, well, don't quote me on the time, but it's going to be Tuesday. It'll either be 7 or 8 o'clock. You know what? Look for my Facebook page. That's where you're going to find out. We're going to do another virtual show for you. Hopefully, we'll be back in our home bar of Savoy Nightclub very soon. I actually snuck in there today and saw a sneak peek of all the upgrades and renovations and fresh coats of paint they've been putting on and the new tables. Oh, it's going to be so good, y'all. I cannot wait to get back there. If you didn't know, Savoy Nightclub is now going to be promoting itself as your one-stop shop for bachelorette parties. Where, think about it, we can get you your own room, we can do bottle service. We have so much built-in entertainment to Savoy that we can book that night. If you want to sing along, we have Erica Roberts with the Singing at the Savoy. You want a good drag show? Of course, you have the Ladies of Savoy, and we have like our college night too. If you want something more than crazy, we have the Men of Savoy, which will tantalize anybody. Oh, that one might make 2 sips. But yeah, so new things coming. New things are definitely coming, y'all. So please keep your eyes open. I'll be putting them out there. I'm going to really try because what I love about it is, if you see, oh, sorry, wrong direction. These pictures all have my bestie Chrissy in it. We have we're doing a broadcast called Bitches by the Bar, and we're going to even try to get that back up and running. That without the bars doing stuff, it's a little challenging. Oh, speaking of bars doing stuff, oh my gosh, I almost forgot. There is going to be a pool stage show at the Parliament House June 6th. Oh, I hope I can remember everybody that's going to be in it. Of course, it's going to have Darcel Stevens, Giselle Bobby Royale, Ginger Minge, Mr. Mistadrian, Gidget Galore, and Bobby Iman. I can't believe I remembered everybody. So you know what? Check that out. We're slowly bringing entertainment back to you because we know that you are ready for it. I think that's all the who's, what's, where's, when, why's, and how's for now. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears perked. Oh, just pay attention because we're going to be bringing you more stuff. But yep, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. If you did not know who you were listening to this entire time on Thursday, I am Chantal Richey. Always here to tell you my truth. Always tell you all to keep your truth. Be kind to each other. Be patient with your essential workers. Know that if you're getting packages from Amazon, you have people like my stepdaughter, Veronica, to thank because she is your security there. And if you need your hair done, please go contact BJ Stevens because she is back in the burner seat. If you're shopping at Walmart and don't know where to find something, please don't ask Asia K. Taylor because she's tired of stupid people. And if you want me to tell your truth because you're scared too, well, that's what I like to do best. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am Chantal Richey, telling you always to always have what? A gay day. And we'll see you soon.